Hey guys, Faf Angry Prophet here, and today I am playing the Yahwg. This is a really cool game. Alright, select at least 2 characters. Oh, I can use my controller. Can I? Ooh, yes I can. Okay. Press a direction.
The girl with no neck.
The girl with no neck. This one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be this big giant dude here.
Wait a minute. He looks like he's got, like, giant orange skin flaps coming off his face.
Gross.
Oh.
Wait, oh, I guess select at least 2. Okay, I'll be these 2. So, press that to start. Oh, that was the wrong button. Okay, got it. I'm playing on a PS4 controller and it's giving me the buttons for an Xbox controller. The Yahwg will be here in 6 weeks and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. It would help if I knew which button was A. Oh, got it. Okay, so I'm playing this guy first. Skinflaps is his name. And of course we're gonna take him to the tavern because we gotta get to drinking.
So what in God's green earth is this game?
All right, should I bartend or drink?
Just drink.
Drink. You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum.
No.
No?
No. You don't have any wealth.
Ah, that's true. I didn't notice that. The rest of the day, you watch the fortune teller from afar as she showers each of her customers with promises of wealth and love. You feel like skipping out was a good choice. You gain 1 mind. Alright. Let's take her to the gardens to meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation.
Oh, I wish I had a neck.
You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a toothless old woman approaches you.
Be $20.
I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? I can't. I'm poor. She walks away disappointed. There's no such thing as magic beans, you mutter to yourself. And you gain 1 mind. They say the last time it came, the Yahwg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Alright, week 2. We're just gonna take him to the tavern again.
Bartend, you need money.
I do. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and 2 charm. My charm is at 9. Like, old Skinflaps can get laid if he wants to.
You know what he kind of looks like is Gerard Depardieu as Porthos in The Man in the Iron Mask. If Gerard Depardieu had giant orange skin flaps.
His mustache looks like a weird comb. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Of course I'm gonna enter. You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize in only your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happened? We may never know.
I don't want to know.
She's going to go to the palace and do administration work. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Try and figure it out on our own. Several hours later, you figure it out, and a small chuckle is had. All that thinking gave your mind a workout. You gain 1 mind. She has 10 mind. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. Okay, where are we going to take him now? The slums. To fight crime or to pickpocket?
I don't know. Do you want to be Garrett from Thief or do you want to be Batman?
Let's fight crime. Oh man, look at him in his mask.
He's Skinflap man.
You spend the week outsmarting and beating up
his
criminals.
mustache obscures his entire mouth. He's like Dan McNinja.
He's a really weird, he's like the Elephant Man. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Physique is at 7. He does not look like the kind of guy with a 7 physique. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. I want to give him my 1 coin and see what happens. You toss him a sack of coins. Fair enough. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. You gain 1 physique, and 1 finesse, and 1 mind, and 1 charm, and 1 magic. That was worth it.
You are Batman.
I got 1 of everything, except wealth. Alright.
Now go to the Tower of Sauron there.
The Alchemy Tower. Oh, it is, isn't it? Clean the lab. You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor, and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work, and instead throw a cantrip party. What is a cantrip?
Cantrip is like the weak kind of just magic trick spells in D&D.
Ah, okay. One alchemist waves his hands and produces confetti.
I'm pretty sure that is a classic D&D spell.
Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. My magic is at 7. I'm thinking complex. You snap your fingers and end up accidentally setting your hair ablaze. Okay, maybe not. For the rest of the week, the alchemists make jokes at your expense. You lose 2 charm. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. I don't really want to encounter this Yahwg. Alright, back to the tavern. To bartend again. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern, getting up 1 wealth and 2 charm. The very first... that's a typo, I think. The very first day of the week, when you walk through the tavern doors, everyone cheers. Apparently, during your last drunken outing, you were a party animal while you were blacked out. Legend spreads of your party-hard spirit, and you gain 2 charm. Okay.
Good job.
Palace, attend ball. Hey, she has a neck.
Could have fooled me.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in. I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. Poor king. He blushes. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak?
Butt plugs.
Teach the king your ways. You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth. She has 6 wealth now. Later that night, you get the sinking feeling that you might have actually made things worse. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? I'm just gonna keep bartending. He's a pretty good bartender. He's at 14 charm. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern, 1 wealth, same stuff. One day the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Ooh, which would that be? That would be finesse?
I don't know, you're the one playing the game.
I'm going to enter it. You sign up for the dart tournament ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play a decent game and end up coming in 3rd. You win 1 wealth. Okay. Let's check back in on the king. 2 charm, 1 finesse. One day the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. Why not? I'm fairly well off on
She
money.
needs to improve her magic.
You spend the day with the jester, practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse. And another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. The Yahwg, it's almost here. Almost. The Yahwg is coming. Alright, let's take him into the arena to compete. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's in time. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. Why did you fart?
I don't know.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
How do you feel? You feel happy for Kelly. You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. You gain a charm. Okay. And we're going to send her into the forest to hunt. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with a magical energy. What do you do? Touch it, obviously. You lay your hand on the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. You gain 1 magic. Okay, I think it's happening. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Are we past saving? Oh, it's... Okay, this has changed. Big time. Choose your role. Charm 17. I was planning on making him a drunk, and that's an option. The town drunk. Will you quit that?
No. You're in my room.
I know, but I'm doing a lot of talking, meaning I'm doing a lot of inhaling. Let's see. He's got a lot of charm, so... The leader, maybe? Yeah, we'll make him the leader. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. Okay, and she's way in finesse and mind. The builder. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You can barely make it through each day of work. You try your best, but it's not doing much for the town. This helps a little towards the rebuilding effort. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, it was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home had been stripped apart, we did not let it languish. And whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the Yahwg will visit us again? Who knows if we will ever be, can ever be, ready for it? Fade to black. Oh, it's not over. I thought it was over. It's not over. With the old tavern owner dying in the Yahwg, you decide to take on the task. Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. Your tavern's doing so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down. You start a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill the demand. Each new tavern you open makes it more difficult to manage all of them. You begin enacting policies that make it easier for you to keep track of how the taverns are being run. The taverns all start to become bland and uninteresting places to be, but since you have a monopoly, you're still making ridiculous amounts of money. And then over to her, failing at her job. While the town is being rebuilt, you decide to celebrate. You organize a huge festival in honor of the bravery that helped save so many lives. The first one is so successful, you decide to make it an annual tradition. Every year the festival gets bigger and more elaborate, and every year it costs more and more money to put on. You have to start charging admission, and no one is happy about it. The annual festival slowly fades out of relevance, and before long is cancelled completely. You don't really know what to do with your life after all of that. That's depressing. That was a depressing ending for her. He ends up rich, owning a bunch of taverns.
For being a drunk.
For being a drunk. I mean, good things happen if you spend all your time at the bar, I guess. But she just went into obscurity and depression. But anyway, that was one playthrough. It's quick. It's different every time you go through.
It's a choose your own adventure book.
It is.
On a computer.
It is. And all the different characters have different outcomes and things like that. So a lot of things you can do in this. I enjoy it. So anyway, that was the Yahwg. This is going to be a one-shot because really that's all you needed to see. If you want to see anything else, go buy the game yourself and play it. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, now how do I get out of this?
Get out of the game?
Yeah.
I'll just Alt F4 it.